Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom,
I'm Mike.
and today we're cracking open a new bottle of Green River Bourbon Whiskey. So this bottle was found by super fan of the channel, Steve. I think he got it up in Northern Mass at one point in time. I didn't think these came up here. I see everybody reviewing them, and I'm like, we're never going to be able to get them. The one cool thing about it, see how it's got a little horseshoe, and you can throw coins, and it goes underneath the little horseshoe. You can play a game if you're sitting at the bar and give you something to do. But anyways, it's got a...
Did not notice that.
Look at the nice little horseshoe on the bottom of it. So... All right, this one is a 90 proof bourbon. We got it for $37. It's aged for a minimum of 4 years. The company is Bardstown Bourbon Company, and it's distilled at Green River Distillery. It is a 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. It's crafted at the historic Green River campus in Owensburg, Kentucky. And that's the same place Ezra Brooks, Mellow Corn, and a couple other are actually brewed there. Let's see if we can pop it.
10th oldest distiller.
Is that what it said?
What did it say?
Oh, I was trying to, it didn't cut I didn't have no fingernails. I'm going to have to rip it off. It's going to make it look dirty. It's going to look dirty today. It's not going to be pretty anymore. So, I do like the shape of the bottle, though. It's kind of unique.
It's got
the horseshoe shape, and it's got the horseshoe on the bottom. And I don't like the way that looks anymore. A little mad at myself. I don't have any fingernails today, so I couldn't usually I just slice it, but I don't have any today. Let's get rid of this. All right, let's see what we got going on. There was a lot of hype. This ain't the, I think they've had the bourbon, but then they came out with a new weeded one. I don't know what the hell I'm a little
disheveled?
A little disheveled.
A lot of shaking going on
because
today.
I made it look bad. I'm a little mad at myself, but it didn't cut with my, I'm going to have to bring the scissors over. Not a bad nose.
I was just going to say, it's very good nose.
For a 90 proofer, it's got and a fresh crack.
It's a very good nose for just opening.
But it's not like I'm not getting like a lot of complexity. It's got a generous rye. It's 21% rye. Oh, there it goes. All right. It's starting to change. At first, I was getting a lot of like this, that, when it's a mix of like a brown sugar and ethanol type of a thing. I wasn't getting anything else going on.
I didn't really get too much ethanol out of it. It's got a pretty good taste.
Oh, you already tasted?
I can only shake so long.
Oh my goodness! All right, let me see. I was trying to get a nose before we were going to take a taste, but let's see what we got here.
How long you got to spin it?
I was trying to wake it up.
Okay. Every time I wake it up, it ends up on your floors.
Now, I will say it had a way better flavor mouth-wise than it did on the nose right off the bat.
My nose is, I think it's pretty...
It's not bad, but it wasn't bringing any of the... like, I just took a little baby sip, and that had a decent burst of flavor in that one.
And not a bad sparkle.
Nope.
I would probably might even guess this proof wrong.
You think it's drinking hotter?
A little bit.
I think I would have put it. That was my first little snippet of the day. Excuse me, but I think I would have put it at that.
As he says now, people. I'm not disappointed. How much was it? 37.
No, that's actually very good. I was trying to get there was a different taste. It's not so much like a nutty taste this time, but when you get the first little part, there was like a little hint of like a fruitiness in the front, but not like a cherry. It's just like a sweetness, I should say, not so much a fruitiness. And then when I had it sitting on my tongue, I was getting. But it wasn't bringing me anywhere. Like nothing was popping in my head. It wasn't giving me like an oatmeal, and it wasn't giving me like a cake batter. But it was definitely reminded me of something, but it didn't pop in my head.
Yeah, there's something.
Let me get the flavor again. There was It's something a little different, but not in a bad way. It was actually tasty, and it almost brought me to.
And like you said, it is a neat looking bottle.
Mhm.
Now that you even if you turn it or whatever, holy Christ, you got it everywhere.
That wasn't me.
Nice job.
It wasn't me. What do you mean I got it everywhere? It's just cold up here. It's not wet.
Okay. Cold up here.
Well, it's not hot up here. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I poured it with this part front, so if it was be dripping anywhere, it would be dripping on the front. But I do like the horseshoe shape.
It is.
It is a unique looking
is.
bottle.
We have nothing like it.
Nope.
I've never seen this up here.
I've never seen it on the shelves either. But I put the Bloodhound on it, and I'm like, if you happen to see one of these and it's at a decent price, let me know. And he grabbed them. He just grabbed them. He's like, got two. If you want them or not. I'm like, perfect. Yeah. Well, I will say the taste is way more complex than the nose to me, though. Like it's just like smelling it. It's just like a regular traditional. Like this, I'm not getting like I don't get a ton of wood on the nose.
No.
I don't get like a chocolate or a cherry or like
No.
It's just a traditional bourbon smelling nose. You know what I mean? But when it gets in your mouth hole and you know it's on your tongue, then it starts bringing in a couple different flavors. Can't seem to pinpoint what the flavors are.
Even there's something different in the nose too, but it's not coming around to me either. But
it's not diving out of the glass. You know what I mean?
No.
But I do like it for the price.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a nice price too,
mm-hmm.
considering.
I wouldn't mind having this. Again, I've never seen it, and the weirdest thing, he shops close to where I shop, and
Mm-hmm.
still never see some of the stuff he sees.
There is something unique about this. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what? And you're gonna say no, but it brings me in the realm of like what I think in my head because I just killed the bottle. The Ezra Brooks 90, so we can't compare it, or even like the Evan Williams bottle in Mon. It brings me there, where it's giving me. It's a decent pour.
And I was leaning more like with the Ezra because it has like that little kick, the little spark to it a little bit.
I did just kill the bottle the other day, so we can't compare it. But
that.
It was
evaporation.
It's so hot up here. But no, honestly,
10 minutes ago it was cold.
I got chills. No, I did. I ended up. Well, we already used this for the
pouring on a tape again.
We because they put the tape wrong in this. If I'm going to say that, if I can say that, because
nope, I didn't pour on a tape.
But then you got to hold the bottle stupid. I'm not pouring on the tape because there is no tape. Because the tape didn't come off.
Doesn't matter. I do it in your glass anyway, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, my first one. Maybe that's the taint I have. Maybe I get tape taste.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be. I mean,
no, it's actually very good.
I guess if there's only any knock on this one, it kind of brings me in the realm of what I remember of those, like, and that's cheaper. You know what I mean? Like if you went with them because that's like $17 and stuff like that. Is it good? Yes, it is good. Am I excited to try the Weeder? Stay tuned. Yes, I am excited. I believe this one has been out, and I think the Weeder is the newer of the two. But
for me, they're both pretty new because I don't see them.
Yeah, I forget the whole story behind it. I didn't go all in depth because other people have talked about it. But like, I believe Bardstown Bourbon Company revived the Green River, and now they're brewing a lot more. The distillery or something like that.
It's their own.
Yeah. So this is their own. If I'm not mistaken, and I think I might have it written down on the weeded one, but they used to source, and I think it was like OXI or something like that. They used to source it, and now they're actually using their stuff, and that's why it's coming out in the new bottles. You know what I mean? They have it because it's a minimum of 4 years, so they have enough. Now, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on that whole story, but I do believe it was something to that effect. But overall, it's not a bad price tag for $37. You know, like we always say, if you did want to go cheap, I would. You know, the Ezra one was under $20, and you know the Evan Williams is under $20. You know, and You know, so you could get other stuff cheaper, but you're not going to get the pretty bottle and the little horseshoe game on the bottom of it and stuff like that. So, but
if I had a coin in my pocket, I would have been playing that game, but I don't. Just because I know it would annoy the hell out of him. Let's do a click.
He spent it on the. I will say though, the more I keep drinking this, the more the flavor just keeps coming. I think this is going to actually open up into better than what it actually is right now. That's what I'm saying.
It's
as it sits in a glass.
So after, like, even now after a couple sips, now it's not that sparkle's kind of gone away too.
Yep.
So it's pretty easy. It's a nice drinker. And
it's not lacking in flavor.
No,
you know what I mean.
No,
like it has a good, generous amount of flavor.
Jimmy would like this.
Yeah, no, I'm almost going to guarantee Steve's going to like it too because it's not a high proof, but it brings a decent amount of flavor for the proof that it is. You know, and that's the one knock on the fact that you can recommend the Evan Williams bottle of Mom, but that is 100 proof, so that kind of puts some people don't want all that hit. You know what I mean? Because
it's like the black.
Yeah, because again, that's another one. It's another solid one. So, well, there you go. We'll keep this one short and sweet because we got a lot of long ones lately. So, Green River Bourbon Whiskey, even at the 37, I like it. I like the bottle. I think I would buy it again just for that if we can get it. Because again, I have never seen this in any one of the many stores. I hit Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, all in the southern area, and you hit all the northern Mass and stuff, and we don't seem to. I have never seen this bottle.
Yeah.
So
Maine.
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
So I don't know.
Connecticut, Rhode Island, and all of Mass.
He is good I want to say
he's got to be. He's like one town away from where I am.
I know, and he keeps pulling things out of the rabbit out of the hat. So that thank you again, Steve, for finding us. And again, if you guys have had it, leave a comment down below. We'll have to put this against something in the future just to see, like on a Blind Fight Friday, to see, like, does it measure up on the blind? Because the more this sits in a glass, the more this just keeps getting better and better. Like, it's opening up nice. Because now it's actually turning.
Maybe even. What's Jack's proof? Is that 90?
I don't. I
80
I don't remember.
Something?
86 maybe. The regular Jack 7. You mean? I think it's 86. Because I think when we had the green one, it was upwards of 90. No, because that was a little bit more. Yeah, it was a little bit more because it was their birthday anniversary or something, whatever it was.
Yep.
But the more this sits, it's starting to me, it's turning into like a oatmeal with like a caramel sauce on the top of it. It's turning. It's getting better as it sits.
Yeah, way better nose and
taste.
It's easy now. It's nice.
Yeah, it's developing. So there you go, Green River Bourbon Whiskey. Give it a try. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from everybody. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe. That's nice.